let's just pretend that gay people don't exist. Or let's just pretend that this child won't realise that they're trans when they get older. And that is just denying reality. We're literally discussing the option of saying, let's just choose not to acknowledge that all these people exist and to tell other people in their community to accept them. And that's just completely ridiculous, because it's going to happen. You know, people are going to grow up and they're going to be gay. Some people are going to grow up and they're going to question their gender identity. So you have a choice, which is, are these people going to be in accepting, loving environments, or are they not? And that's just that.
How can I be more confident in myself? I guess you just need to not, you know, look at what other people are doing. I think I need to be more like them, they're doing it right, and just think, well, you know, I am me. I could try harder to improve in certain directions, but I won't put too much pressure on myself.
Everything in my mind is completely negative. I feel worthless, like no one likes me, as if everything I want to do will fail and that life is just pointless. All rational thought just completely goes out the window as if the sun has been eclipsed.
Take it slow. Remember, just chill out. I'm taking it slow this week. So just, you know, be slow. It's fine. Have a cupcake. You deserve it.
And the only way I'd feel I could escape is by completely hiding from reality. I would lock myself in my room for days, I'd just go off somewhere without telling anybody, or often overeat just to distract myself.
Don't be hard on yourself. Think about something good that you achieved and go, yeah, that was nice.
You only live once, then you die. So it's up to you how much of a good time you have. This is holding me back in life. This is not how I'm supposed to be. And I want to overcome it. So I looked back at my life, at the things that may have made me this way, that I could change the baggage that I was holding on to, and said,
I don't need you anymore.
To me, the meaning of a human life is to be happy. It's to achieve happiness right now. It's to make sure that you're happy in the future, and so that generally when you look back on your life, you're like, yes, that was satisfactory. It's not just about jobs. If something's making you unhappy, then don't moan about it or spend ages being sad. Deal with it. What's making you sad? Change it, whatever it is. And life is too short to have regrets. You like that person that always stares at you in the library? Ask that mother on a date tomorrow. There's way too much fun and joy in the world for anybody to waste their time or their life doing something that makes them unhappy, so go for it. When I've been depressed, it's like my life totally falls off the rails, and I really have to force myself to get back on, and that means taking basic self-care very seriously, which sounds really stupid and obvious, but if you don't, there's no point in even trying. Existing in comfort is not living, and if you really want to find happiness, you need to have the courage to break out, find your own freedom, and live life on your terms. I am everything I am in spite of this thing constantly holding me back. I think about who I could be and what I could have done if I didn't go through this, and it makes me mad. I like jokes about it because it objectifies it as this thing that isn't who I am, that I'm not alone.
You're great. You know, take some time to just look at something nice. Calm yourself down. Take a deep breath in, out, and say, I'm fine, I can do this. I'm in control of my future. Everything will be fine. I believe in you. Look at some animal videos. Google some dog hybrids. Water some plants. Get a plant. It's good. Just nice to have something green.
That I think people should know and understand, and I want other people going through mental health issues to know that they can talk about it and it can get better.
Indulge in a piece of food that you enjoy, be it chocolate, grilled vegetables, Jolly Ranchers, jelly beans, or lollipops. Because, you know, some little things that perk you up. Treat yourself, because you're special and you're worth it. Let's all do a deep breath. Okay, here we go, 3, 2, 1. And again, do it with me. And now go like this. Everything's fine. We're all stressed, overwhelmed, feeling anxious about things, and especially because we spend so much time on the internet, we're having all of these conversations in our mind, like especially when you're thinking about, oh, drama happening, there's just a lot of noise in your head where you're reading all of these imaginary conversations from the internet. And before the internet, I don't think this happened. We have this constant noise in our minds, and meditating is something very good where you take a moment to just be quiet, still, close your eyes, focus on your breathing, and just try as hard as possible to empty your mind. Try to connect to the physical world. If there's no one in the same room as you, be like, I'm just a person, alone in a room. Think about what you're touching, what's touching you. Just breathe in and out. And if you do that for like 10 minutes, you'll be like way more relaxed and stuff. It's something that I should do more often, but I don't, instead I just freak out all the time. Take a moment to watch a pleasant TV show, a bit of wisdom that will take you away from it all, because there's nothing wrong with that. It's just nice.
Okay, you're in Inception, you need something to ground you to reality, or maybe you're feeling anxious and you just need something to like take you out of your head and physically ground you. You can take this and you can just spin it, and it's just quite nice to hold it.
You're debating the purpose of reality itself. Whatever you have to do in your actual life suddenly seems very unimportant. You can't just do your everyday life when you're busy questioning your entire existence with that. You have to take this freedom and control over your own destiny that you've realised you've had and find it empowering and exciting. And don't waste any time in a slump, because something I know that I can't run away from is no one cares. The universe doesn't care. The world isn't going to stop or slow down or change just for you and your little problems. Time is ticking away, so whatever it is, you just have to deal with it and go! You decide what you want to achieve, what you love, what you dream, and come up with your own meaning. Embrace the void and have the courage to exist. I had to tell my story so people would understand me and these things. Why coming out is still a big deal, because queer people are often invisible and suffering until they have to do it. Some people grow up in supportive environments and it's a positive experience, but more likely, especially around the world outside of the big cities, it isn't. This is not a fight that is anywhere near over. Even in Britain today, people are debating whether children should be taught to be accepting of sexual and gender identity in school. Queer people exist. Choosing not to accept them is not an option. To anyone watching this that isn't out, it's okay. You're okay. You were born this way, it's right, and anyone that has a problem with it is wrong. Based on your circumstance, you might not feel ready to tell people yet, or that it's safe, and that's fine too. Just know that living your truth with pride is the way to be happy. You are valid, it gets so much better, and the future is clear. It's pretty queer. That's a hard thing to say to people, because based on people's life experiences, it might be difficult. You might think that people in your life will reject you, you could lose your job, you might be in danger, depending on the environment that you're in. But I just say you need to do everything you can to get to a place where you can be who you are, and you have people in your life that love you for that person. Because when you say, you know what, it's fine, I can just get on with it, it's okay as it is, even if I'm lying about this one thing, it's not. So, it's hard. And that's the thing. It's so easy to say, just come out. That's the answer, it'll be fine. And I think we both know that's not how it works, but you just have to. It was the struggle for me for 27 years. People look at me and they're like, okay, I'm a white, able-bodied gay boy from a relatively middle-class background that now, age 27, has this incredibly successful career in life, and it was still torture for me. So, if it was this hard for me, then you can't imagine how hard it would be for everyone else. You're valid.